You think I'm joking?
I do not.
You think my idea's ahead of its time? You know that big fish that was in that tank right before we walked in? You said that's about half its size. So maybe about twice that big. That's a big old fish. Isn't it? There's a shark. Yeah. There's a shark with it's a black tip.
Do you see the big stingray?
Huh?
Do you see the big stingray?
Yeah. See the big stingray? Going straight up. Look at that big sucker.
That guy's feisty.
See that?
Oh, yeah, I forgot that. Yeah. It's way in the water.
If you ever see a shark actually go after one of these fish, just
Yeah.
This is Captain Brizo from Mission Control. We're going to pause momentarily here at 100 feet so that we can do a system check. We should be getting back on course in a minute or two.
Captain Brizo, this is Nathan again.
Yes, Nathan, what is it?
Ma'am, I'm curious. How can I assist with our mission today?
I'll be looking to you to be my eyes and ears down there. We can see a lot from Mission Control, but your observations and those of the recruits are vital to our research.
Will do. First up, I see a very large gray fish with a grumpy face. Is that a grouper?
It is a grouper. Can you tell if it's a boy or a girl?
Of course I can. Not tell. How can you tell?
Well, Nathan, there's quite a bit of debate on this subject. It is widely believed that most Goliath groupers are born female and then become male later in life. So, the larger it is, the more likely it is a male. We've seen some that have grown to over 800 pounds.
Whoa, that's big! A fish that big can't have too many predators or things that want to eat it, right?
That's correct.
So I guess we don't have to worry about them being someone else's dinner.
Exactly. It's everyone smaller than them who should be worried about becoming the grouper's next meal.
So then why does he look so bland? It's like he's decked out in camo gear.
now.
If you mean camouflage, then yes. He's trying to hide from the things he wants to eat.
Look at that face.
Oh, I see. Like a hunter in the
Wow.
woods. Captain, with all this knowledge, I'm feeling like quite the aficionado.
Yeah.
Grouper.
All right. Let's see what else I can report.
Here comes a shark.
Right through my screen.
Whoa! Did I just see a shark?
Those are black-tip reef sharks. Though they can grow up to 6 feet long, they're not an aggressive species of shark. And frankly, they frighten pretty easily. Can you spot another fish that is often mistaken for a shark?
Yeah, those long shiny fish patrolling the water, aka Megalopolis silver shinius giganticus?
Easy there, Nathan. Don't hurt yourself. What you're referring to is the species Megalops atlanticus, but let's just stick to the more common name of tarpon. They're known for their speed and power. What else do you see? And let's stick with the common names, please.
Is that right?
Look at
Look
that.
at that one.
Look at his face, Allie.
I see a flying pancake with a tail.
Nathan, that's a very creative description, but the common name for that animal is the Hawaiian broadway. OdySea Voyager logs report that these stingrays can grow to over 200 pounds and eat over 2 pounds of seafood a day. Do you notice any similarities between the Hawaiian broadway and the black-tip reef shark?
Yes, they both have a light-colored underside and a darker top.
Great observation. That's called counter shading. If you look at them from above, Their darker backs help them blend in with the dim seafloor. When you're underneath them, looking up, their bellies blend in with the much brighter ocean surface.
That's awesome! I wish I could counter shape when I'm trying to sneak into work late.
I'm sorry, Nathan, did you say something?
No, nothing, Captain. Is everything ready to go?
Yes, Nathan. I've just received word that all systems are functioning and we are clear to resume our mission. Our next stop is Station 66. OdySea Voyager has had a team out there for some time, rehabilitating and monitoring at-risk sea turtles. I want to see that they have everything they need.
I love that ray.
Yeah, me too.
He's cool. Look at the tail on it. That's what killed Steve Ash. That tail. It's like a spine bar.
So,
Isn't it?
Just a freak accident.
Those are interesting looking fish.
It's missing a fin. The sea turtle missing a front fin.
Oh.
See right there? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a stump.
Poor thing.
Way over in the lower left corner.
All right, team, let's collect the usual data and report any abnormalities. Nathan, we need a count of sea turtles in this area to compare with previous visits. Can you handle it?
I can totally handle it, Captain. I'm fantastic. No, I'm phenomenal at counting.
Wow, Nathan. Punny jokes are so last year. Oh, and Nathan, make sure you note the totals per species.
Noted. I would also like to note that we have a problem. I don't know the types of sea turtles and how to tell them apart.
That's okay, Nathan. I can help you out.
I see a head.
There are 7
Baby's
species
head
of
in a
sea
wheelchair.
turtle in the world. But here at Station 66, we commonly see 2 of them, green and loggerhead.
Here it comes.
Is that because the other 5 are endangered?
See him now?
Unfortunately, all 7 species are endangered or threatened. The challenges sea turtles face are all around. For example, boat strikes are a major problem for turtles when they come up for air. And trash on the shoreline and in the water is a big problem too. A plastic bag floating in the water looks just like a jellyfish,
Look
one
at
of the
this.
sea
Look
turtle's
at this,
favorite
Allie.
snacks.
So what can we do to help?
Well, Nathan, simple things can make a big difference if we all do them.
Look at
Choosing
his
a
back
reusable
legs, how
water
he
bottle will
tucks them
keep
in like
plastic
that.
ones out of landfills and oceans. And using cloth shopping bags means fewer plastic ones find their way to the ocean.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Yeah.
Exactly. Beyond that, we need to respect nature's boundaries.
let's go back that way.
Captain, I think I've spotted some of the injured turtles that the OdySea Voyager team is working to rehabilitate.
That's right, Nathan. These turtles have been injured by predators or boats and are missing portions of their flippers or shells as a result. Take OdySea, for example, a 240-pound loggerhead who suffered a trauma that severed her spine. As a result, she now has a condition known as bubble butt. Do you know what that means?
Is that where turtles blow bubbles out of their...
No! Bubble butt is when air becomes trapped under the shell or in the body as a result of an injury. This makes it extremely difficult for the turtles to dive and therefore hunt. Turtles like OdySea simply wouldn't be able to survive in the open ocean.
Captain, turtle that's floating kind of funny, like at an angle. Is that Bubble Butt?
Good catch, Nathan. It is.
I can spot a Bubble Butt a mile away.
That's probably Charlie, a loggerhead turtle that was rescued in Florida after being struck by a boat. If you look closely, you may see the 2 dark circles on the back of her shell. Those are weights that were added to counteract the trapped air, helping her to swim more naturally. She's become so good at diving and navigating her way that she can comfortably nestle in between the rockwork for a nap.
I love a good nap.
Well, so do sea turtles. They can hold their breath for hours at a time. And that shell of hers blends into the surrounding environment, so it's a pretty safe spot to take a snooze.
So she's all better.
Not quite, Nathan. As Charlie grows, her weights will need to be adjusted to account for her growing size. Bubble Butt would leave her very vulnerable to predators and unable to survive on her own. We see this kind of injury all too often, and that's why OdySea Aquarium stands ready to work with turtles like Charlie to provide them a forever home. Next stop, an area we call Sea Lion Sound.
Is that Bubble Butt over there? And that's her butt. Yeah. Weird. The whole time. To rest my arm.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
Welcome to Sea Lion Sound. OdySea Voyager teams have been visiting this fantastic location for years. It's the perfect spot to observe sea lions and learn from their behaviors.
Wow, look at them move. Sea lions are fast like Michael Phelps.
Sea lions are known for their speed and agility.
They're all sea lions? Are there any seals?
At times, we see both in this area. But do you know the difference between a seal and a sea lion?
Tomato, tomato. What's the difference?
Seals don't
A
have
sea
ears.
lion has much larger front flippers, which they move up and down like wings to swim through the water, while a seal uses their rear flippers in a side-to-side motion.
But they both go on land, right?
Absolutely. Sea lions and seals are from the order of pinnipeds, which means fin-footed. They all spend time on land.
Pinnipeds.
Sea lions can easily walk on land with their hind flippers. Seals cannot, and instead move on their bellies, like an inchworm.
Where do the animals in Sea Lion Sound go if they want to get out of the water?
Actually, there's a substantial landmass right over your heads. The seals and sea lions come and go as they please.
True graceful.
Yeah. I don't know how
If
long
I could
this will
swim
let
like
me
that,
video.
I'd never come out of the water.
Well, you would eventually, because just like us, sea lions and seals are mammals.
So they breathe air.
They do. They can hold their breath for about 10 minutes, but eventually need to surface.
Okay, so we're both mammals and breathe air.
And so much more. Just like us, they give live birth, nurse their young, and even have hair on their bodies.
I had no idea we had so much in common. It's like we're meant to be forever friends.
Furry funny, Nathan. You know, sea lions are also furry intelligent.
For sure. Like the Einstein of the ocean.
You're on a roll, Nathan. Sea lions are capable of learning complex behaviors, and our OdySea Voyager team learns as much from them as they do from us.
Even though we're both mammals, here's something I
says
don't
eyes.
quite understand. You said they give live birth. Does this happen on land or in the water?
Land is where they give birth, in big groups called rookeries, where they stay together and nurse their babies, or pups, for several months.
Is it safe for the pups to be on land for that long?
It is, because when sea lions are young, they're a little clumsy and not very good swimmers. Pups will leave the hunting to mom until they're bigger and ready to handle the challenges of the ocean.
My mom still makes me dinner every night. I love when she makes meatloaf.
Well, it's a little different in their case. For sea lion moms, it's not as simple as a quick run to the store for groceries. They're having to go further out to sea to find their fish due to increasing water temperatures. Because of this, the mother is away from her pup for longer periods of time. Unfortunately, this can result in the pup becoming stranded and needing assistance.
Does it happen a lot?
It's more frequent than we've seen in the past. That's why we're dedicated to observing and learning from these incredible
what?
animals.
More gum.
Okay.
More gum.
She needs something.
He just wants you to go.
Okay, Nathan, time to continue our voyage. We've saved the best for
Hold on a
last.
second, Allie.
Save the best for Oh, sure. There's
Mm-hmm.
I love that. All those marine just like hands.
Yep.
Here's some sharkies. I saw him in the bathroom. I saw him in the bathroom. Check it out.
Captain?
Yes, Nathan. Everything okay?
This is the best day ever!
And why is that, Nathan?
Because I love sharks.
I thought you might like this area. I noticed in your profile that you were a shark enthusiast. What is it you like so much about them?
What's not to like? Just look at them. They're beautiful.
I agree.
Like one giant muscle.
Yeah.
Did you know there are over 400 species of sharks in the world?
I did. And even though sharks are one of the oldest species to inhabit the Earth, new species are still being discovered. OdySea Voyager crews have come to this spot for years and observed species such as sandbar, nurse, lemon, and sand tiger sharks. What else do you know about sharks, Nathan?
I know they have like a gazillion teeth.
Well, that's a slight exaggeration, but they are constantly generating teeth. As one tooth falls out, a new one comes in right behind it. Sharks can produce around 30,000 teeth in a lifetime.
That's a lot of toothpaste.
It's important to keep learning about these sharks so that we can better understand how they keep the ocean in balance. Did you know that some sharks are considered indicator species?
What's an indicator species?
It means that the health of the sharks is used to indicate or tell us about the health of the surrounding ecosystem. A decrease in the shark population will ultimately affect every other living thing in the ocean.
So sharks keep the ocean in balance.
More than that, Nathan, changes in the ocean can even cause changes on land. In short, if it affects the sharks, it will eventually affect humans.
Well, what does affect the sharks?
Several things. Thinning, pollution, and changes in habitat are all factors. But ultimately, humans are the biggest threat to sharks.
Sounds like they should be more afraid of us than we are of them.
You're right, Nathan. Flying champagne corks, falling coconuts, and lightning strikes are much more likely to hurt you than a shark. Sharks are strong, fast, and efficient predators, but humans aren't on the menu for them. You and I just aren't that appetizing.
I bet you they would like my mom's meatloaf, though.
Only if it's made from things like squid, fish, sea lions, lobsters, and stingrays. Remember, Nathan, respect is the key. Give sharks space to do their job. The ocean is their domain. Always remember, we are the visitors here. And with that, it's time to bring you back to OdySea Voyager base.
Aw, can't we just stay a little longer?
I have a feeling you'll be spending a lot of time learning about the sharks, turtles, and sea lions of the world, Nathan. And to our new recruits, congratulations. You are now official members of the OdySea Voyager research team. I hope we've inspired you to continue to learn about the animals you observed today.
Yeah.
More importantly, I hope you see how important and impactful your choices are in their survival, and in turn, the health of our ocean and our planet. Together, we can make a difference.
Sure.
Nathan, are you ready to bring her home?
Aye, aye, Captain. Return to base, commencing.
Place passing.